Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to System Shock, where I think we're just gonna toss this thing. In theory, it can dump our energy at a higher total damage output than the ion rifle, except not really against more heavily armored enemies, right? Because, yeah, that's what I meant to do. Because it has lower armor penetration. But the ion rifle is still going to do more damage more quickly, and it's going to be more effective against enemies that are armored, which is, at this point in the game, all of them. So, I don't know. It's just like, it's a bummer to finally find this weapon that's been referred to by stuff that we've been waiting for and have it turn out to be like kind of a dud, but I think that's the situation. I'm pretty sure that's where we're at. And of course, we are in danger once again instantly, so someday we'll be allowed to hack something. What's this do? Oh. Well, now that's handy. Very useful indeed. Okay, well, we've been up here before. Just looking around for respawns or anything. Doesn't seem like there's anything live. Okay, so now we know what's on the other side of the bridge. Cool. And the battery is useful. Like it's cool to have found that battery. That aside, I think we're done now with this area. So there's still some stuff. There's still a few things. A few things around the place that we haven't yet figured out. Huh. Thought for a second there I heard an enemy voice. Alright, let's go this way. There we go. I narrowly missed hitting the switch at the top. Knock, knock. Okay. Gonna have to be pretty careful here. We probably want to be in higher damage output mode. Although notice, batteries. Okay, 0% level security, not that I think it matters. Are you a live real enemy, or I'm getting the hit indicators. Okay, the other one woke up. Yep, there's multiples alive, so... Ow, shit, fuck, shit. That's a little... Alright, hold on a second. That's a little shitty. I, like, got stuck on the wall. Oh, hold on, I don't want a quick save. Let's just reload where we started the episode, right? I had to put a couple things on the map again, but it's fine. Apparently I need a quick save before I go in that room. Yes, that's all the stuff we want to take out of here. That's real quick. I really wish that the skates were off by default, or at least that they weren't like the same item slot as the boots. Because to be perfectly honest with you, I always want the boots available. And I never want the skates. The skates are, like, almost without exception, a downgrade to running. They are faster, but they are so much faster and so slippery that the speed gain is only actually useful if you are exclusively traveling in a straight line. Because if you're doing anything else, you're going to end up, quick save. You're going to end up missing wherever you were trying to go, or you're going to get slammed into a wall, and when you get slammed into a wall like that, you bounce. And it's just like, it's really not functional. As cheap as we can be with the ones who are active. Okay, that woke up a bunch of them at the same time. So here's my new plan. Jesus. Okay, the explosives did some work. I had been thinking of those things as mines because we encounter them in floors. I didn't realize it's like a shuriken that will stick in a wall. That actually makes them way more useful and interesting. That was a remarkably small amount of damage, actually. Also, gosh, there are a lot of batteries in these rooms that have, you know, infinite power cells in them. It's actually going to be kind of hard to loot them all individually. Alright, did you get everybody? This body part belongs to that one. Yeah, I think I looted each individual robot. Locked during maintenance charge. Interesting. I am out of room for railgun ammo. Problem worth solving? Probably. Railgun ammo is real good. Well, all of a sudden I like these proximity mines. They do stuff that I did not understand them to do. So what am I... What am I going to drop? This is 30 osmium. We have a lot of assault rifle rounds, but I'm actually not like... The magnesium tip ones are not very exciting, right? So these are sharing space with the penetrators, which are just better. Yeah, they're just better. I will drop 37 magnesium tipped rounds for a single railgun ammo, for sure. Alright. So I think that's all that this room... Yeah, let's press this button, see what it does. Ah, okay. Well, isn't this interesting? Oh, I see. Okay.
I'm not sure how much of that last message got through.
We have been here already.
To minimize Shogun's interruptions. Here's some more info on this bridge. The level has a spokes-revealed layout, with Shogun's mainframe in the center. The area at the end of the vestibule has the controls to get into the center, but will likely be blocked by 3 security force doors. To get through those, you'll have to do some rewiring in each of the...
Interesting.
Earth. Think they can outsmart me? Do they not realize the magnitude of my intellect?
So these are still stuck.
Morris Brokale may have been one of my creators, but I am now I am now far beyond his comprehension.
Alright, I guess it's time to go up. Like, let's go over there. we'll do this to float up, then up to here. This worked last time, right? Why am I having such a hard time getting up on this? Alright, let's see what happens when we try to go in here. It does kind of feel like we've killed every enemy that we can reach. Except for enemies that are in this room. So let's just hope that we can shed our... What's supposed to be going on? Oh, is that Cyber Diego again? Oh, shit. Fuck. Okay, well. Now we know to do that before we go in that room. Because the game's... No, and I can't quick load from this screen. The game systems are pretty clunky.
Insect, your body will never be mourned, but
it will be burned when I am finished with it.
Doesn't really seem like an efficient use of resources to me. Alright. And I mean, while we're at it, do I want to just max out? It feels a little wasteful. We have a lot of HP. Let's turn on the projectile shield, I guess. Let's see what's what. Wow, those do not have to hit anywhere near you to do really disabling amounts of damage. He just kind of like carpets the area and you take damage from every explosion, whether it hits you or not. I'm gonna actually turn off my boots so that I can run. Because you can't really, like in a room with pillars and stuff like this, you can't really move around quickly with the skate. That's a fluid transfer conduit, okay. Come on. What the hell? Oh, I see. Those things get destroyed. Alright, so because of the way the game manages inventory, it is probably to my benefit to put this on the hotbar before entering the fight. Next time, we're going to try that. Well, I hit him real good there. Ow. But, you know, there's a price to be paid. You have to stand still. I forgot to press the button. You have to stand still for an awfully long time in order to get the health bar thing to register. And it's kind of nice information to have, but honestly, I don't know if it's worth the trouble. I guess we have little to do while we're waiting for the railgun to cool down. Presumably the railgun cools down while we're wielding another weapon, so I could probably be weaving some other gunfire in there. Might be able to get ourselves down a railgun charge. It probably won't be the shotgun, given that he is, I'm sure, a heavily armored enemy. So let's do this. Turn that on. And give it another go. Okay, you can get it to activate. Oh shit, I forgot to turn the skates off. Okay, yep, that's what happens if the skates are on. You take one step forward and the game careens you into a wall. There's no way to stop. Alright, let's do a little bit of management here and then re-quick save. So yeah, that's right, that's right. I want the Scorpion on 2. We're probably going to be switching to the Scorpion. I wish I had like a little... I wish I had a little health boost thing. Alright, quick save now. Okay, so I can get that going. Ow. I turned on my shield. I didn't turn off the skates. Well, we'll fix that. I gotta remember to hit quick save or quick load, because otherwise you get stuck in a cutscene that's long enough that I think it might actually be faster to Alt F4 the game and reload it than it is to wait for it to give you control back, which is definitely a decision on their part. You know what I didn't do was finish the reload animation there, but apparently you don't have to. Zero's kind of hard to hit on the fly, actually. Make sure my reload animation finishes. Well, he was on his last legs there. There was definitely some slop in the execution. A thing I could also do is, what is in the... Here, let me put this on the bar too for a second here. Is this loaded up with the right ammo? No, these are the wrong ones. Alright. Reloading the Scorpion seems like a waste of time. Did I not quick save after putting the, I guess I didn't. After turning the boots off. Because definitely, yeah. Alright, this is off. This is in slot 3. Remember to press the quick save button. Okay. I will say, I appreciate sort of like the speed and focus of this fight. Yep, gotta remember to complete the animation. Wow, that just hits you... Okay. Those projectiles are apparently hit scan. Even at full run speed, you still take the damage from the pulse gun. So you really, really, really got to get behind cover for the pulse gun. Non-stop sprinting for the rockets. Always sprinting. Behind cover for the pulse gun. I'm gonna, as much as this feels like a waste, I'm gonna go ahead and do this just to give myself a little bit more room for error, because it seems I will need it. I guess I can't really stop and shoot him while I'm moving from cover to cover during certain parts of the cycle anyway, so I'm not really losing anything reloading. Ugh. Okay, those pillars have 2 different levels of destruction, and they will still guard you while they are while the liquid parts are blown off. Yeah, this is probably important. I wonder if the EMP grenades will actually work. I would assume they won't. They can't, right? It cannot be the case that the EMP grenades give you the full duration stun on him, but maybe we still get some. Let's try it at least. Yep, that's how you try that. Good work. Come on, fire. Jesus. The clunkiness of everything. Alright, get the thing in the gun and then switch. That was rockets. He's still doing rockets. Fire! Okay. Oh. Last second gut shot. Let's just real quick hit one of these. Okay. Whew. Switch those back on for general use. Obviously, we have no battery power right now. And all that stockpiling we were doing turns out to have been well worth the effort, huh? Okay. Edward Diego's personal access card, which one would assume will give us access to basically anything. Although, again, there's not a single thing in this station that we could access, but that Shodan wants us to access it, right? She has control of all of the systems. Probably make sure there's bullets and everything. Go ahead and reattach that. Yeah, okay. And I'm thinking about popping one of those tasty red batteries. But...
Air pressure rapidly decreasing.
Are we just leaving? I mean, we didn't get to see everything on that level, but we got the Scully. Yeah, fuck it. I would like to have hit a battery. But air pressure rapidly decreasing, I assume it would have been bad to stay. Okay. It is so silly that it has no thrust or anything. It just slowly floats away while the elevator music plays. That is a very goofy look. I appreciate them not like panicking about that and trying to make it more like hardcore. It's okay for there to be a little bit of whimsy in your thing sometimes. I do question the necessity of turning me around and making me face the monitor there, given that that was clearly not like video that was playing on the monitor anyway.
Hacker, I see you've made it to the bridge. It's important to remember.
You have entered my sanctum. Rebecca, Morris cannot help you here. I hope
Those things have a melee attack. New information for me. Alright, the shotgun is actually pretty effective against those dudes. I don't have any of the other ammunition, but still, fleshy bodies.
Rebecca and Morris cannot help you here. I hope you are ready to die.
Actually, I'm really curious though. We did miss some stuff that might have been interesting behind the hacks, you know? I guess I sort of assumed those were going to be mission critical. Well, there was someone over there. You know what? Hold on a second. Do I want to go back? Because I kind of want to kill Diego. The question, the announcement that the air pressure was decreasing happened after I opened the door behind Diego, right? It wasn't triggered by killing him. So we could probably kill Diego, see if that calms down the combat state, and try to work the cyber thing, maybe? I really want to know what was behind that hack. Alright, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm not going to make y'all watch me take a couple shots at Diego again. You saw how that fight goes. It's fine. I'll pause the recording. I'll stitch it all together. I'll see you in a second. Okay, so I've come back to this floor, and I've been a little bit more thorough. I've looked around a lot. I've mapped out everything. I was not able to find any enemies that we hadn't already killed in a killable state. However, I did find some more enemies. I also was able to verify that while killing Edward Diego is not what starts the bridge separation sequence, as soon as you engage Edward Diego, the door to his room does lock permanently, so you can only go forward from that point. So we are pre-Diego here, but check this out. There is a very well hidden door in this hallway that we've been through before, and I only found this because even before you interact with it, it is clearly marked on the map, kind of like that one way high up vent door was that Scully was behind on the storage level. So, crawling through here, I was able to discover, first of all, a first aid kit that I can't even pick up because I did go back and get those other 2 first aid kits, and we are once again full. And secondly, this room over here that is full of enemies who are very clearly aware of us, despite the fact that they cannot be aware of us. And if we look at where we are on the map, this is the door, or this is the room that is behind those 3 doors that are almost certainly locked by the cyberspace lock, right? Like there's nothing else on the level that's still closed, and those things are still locked to be opened somewhere else, despite the fact that we've done everything else. So we're in a sort of a circular requirements loop here, where as long as those enemies are alive, we can't access cyberspace, and we have to access cyberspace to get to those enemies. So I took matters into my own hands a little bit here. I guess I don't actually have to be flying around. There is an elevator that goes where we're going. I took matters into my own hands here and hacked the game, or rather, downloaded somebody else's hack of the game and made it so that we can just use cyberspace locks while threatened. Because apparently this is actually an extremely common bug. Enemies becoming aware of you through the walls and stuff. And a lot of people have had this problem, approximately this problem. So let's quick save here and... Hey, look at that, it works. Look at me, hacker. Or, person who benefits from someone else's hacking. Boy, this is like the only room that the only kind of room these blue enemies are actually dangerous in is one with like very small dimensions. I can't believe I actually took a hit there. Embarrassing. Is there... I think that's the only place to go. Yeah, sure looks like it. Alright. Is that decoy? Alright, cool. Am I going to immediately need the decoy? Well, I'm going to throw it out there. We'll see. The answer is yes. But also, the enemies are going to disregard it for their first wave of attacks anyway, which is kind of annoying. That said, it does seem to have completely turned off their AI afterward, so I guess I can only be so upset. Ow. Smash it into stuff. Oh dear. This isn't too bad. We're all right. Okay, that was the drill program, which is weird because we have had the drill available to us permanently for a very long time now. I wonder, though, how many of the hacks in the game are optional, really? It might be kind of a large number now that I'm thinking about it. So maybe you would not necessarily have to have a drill by now. Damn. And this is just recall escape? Well, better than dying, I suppose. That is not, in fact, the thing we need to shoot. Doing an awful lot of damage to myself. Okay. This is going splendidly. Really use some HP. Well, the way forward is open, and actually, I think we can just blow this up from here. The detention cells. Okay. Can I just skip this combat? No, not this time. The good news is it's quite a large space, which is usually pretty advantageous to us. The enemies seem to be pretty bad at keeping track of you in large areas. Blue guys are they're quiet. They sneak up on you. I was gonna say there's got to be more, right? Oh boy. That thing again, huh? Well, once again, we found a position where we can just hack it. Just cheat and not be in any danger at all. Seems like the move. Are you iced or not? I'm having a hard time telling if it's shielded. It's got some blue bits on its outside. Yeah, it is shielded. It's just the drill. I guess I wasn't close enough. And the drill wasn't doing the thing that the drill usually does when we highlight a shielded enemy with that big red circle. It's kind of weird. They seem to like go dormant anytime you're more than a certain distance from them. There we go. Okay, that was not nearly as difficult as I was afraid it was going to be for a penultimate level hack. Alright, and now the detention cells are open. So this is the place where the disobedient enemies have gone, I guess. I don't know why they would need detention cells. Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe those doors are not linked to the cyber thing. I guess let's not speculate, huh? Let's go find out. Nope, these are open. This is definitely the thing. Well, where's the nearest battery? Oh, they can open doors. So that's a problem. How's everybody in here doing? Well, it's certainly quieter now than it was. Just a quick save real quick here. I don't have room for more flechette rounds. That's probably okay. They're not an amazing kind of ammo. I guess we must be really clear. We must have actually killed all the live enemies because the damned music has finally stopped. Hello. Okay. Carl. We never did find a recycler anywhere on this floor, did we? Huh. So I wonder if these is the cell that they took Bianca to? Right? Totally could be. There are a lot of cells that just have mutants in them, though, which is weird. I still don't have room for anything. Honestly, I'm just going to hit these now. Put us back up to full for Diego. I'm assuming, were I to open the doors to these ones that seem to be enemies, they would still be hostile despite being in detention. Despite, in theory, being a traitors to the cause. Ah, so here is... Yep, here's that little access door there. That's a person, but it's a dead person. I mean, I guess, to what extent are they all people, right? Who knows? But I mean, they're basically, like, there has to be something of import in here. Why would it be behind the cyberlock if there wasn't? Doesn't look like there's anything valuable in most of these cells. I mean, we just pop everything open, I suppose. Maybe one of the mutants is Bianca. Yep, nothing interesting here on the map. Well, for the moment, this extremely does not seem to have been worth the trouble. Are you Bianca by any chance? You have an empty chip bag. That's almost as good. Yeah, we're just gonna have to open every cell and, like, really search. Okay. Including the ones that appear to be inhabited. This seems like a fine time to use the shotgun. We might want to swap the shotgun out, honestly. You know, I didn't actually give that thing a chance to be hostile or not. That's probably... I should probably be cool. I should probably be a little bit more chill than that. Wait, did I check you? Okay, you're empty. I'm wondering if one of the dead bodies is going to, like, have a Bianca voice log or something.
Death becomes you. You don't get...
Okay, so they are still hostile. Alright, even more small health things. I'm thinking we may end up actually having some valuable stuff to carry out of here. Would that have justified all the work? No, absolutely not. But it'll be a nice start. Hello, you have ammunition. For some reason. Yeah, most of them are just empty. Or maybe the point of this room is to show you that Bianca isn't in detention. That, you know, they must have taken her body upstairs. Because, like, the isolinear chipset is, in theory, still a MacGuffin of value, right? And we know that Bianca has it, and now we know that it's on the bridge somewhere. I'm stretching real hard to try to find a way that it makes any sense for this area to have any importance at all. Well, okay, I guess we got what we're getting. So just double checking, making sure I got everything. Everything except that health kit and a couple of other lootable health items. All right, do we want to drop something for the health kit? We could just throw out a mess of shotgun rounds. It's a lot of shotgun rounds, but the question is, do I think the health items are more important than somewhere between 1 and 3 slots worth of this ammunition? The answer is probably yes, right? Like, I had not made the decision to drop those yet when we made the save. So let's do that. We'll throw those down. We'll grab the health items that are available here. Where was that? There was another one sitting somewhere, wasn't there? And then when I fight Diego, I'm probably... Here it is. When I fight Diego, I'm probably going to use some number of these first aid kits. So we probably will have room to come back here and pick up more stuff. But yeah, all I can see for the moment is that we did not find Bianca, and that itself does have some utility, I suppose. Super weird that that's all that was. Okay, well, then I will see y'all back on the bridge. Okay, let's resume up here on the top floor. I really do not think, in the end, that did not turn out to be worth the trouble, like, at all. Ion Pulse is still on the thing. I probably want the assault rifle on here. But I want the ion gun in slot 1. Okay. And then I guess we're good to just go. Let's stay on the Scorpion for right now because I want to be dealing damage very quickly.
Rebecca and Morris cannot help you here. I hope you are ready to die.
You know, I also hope I am ready, but for something else, for a different thing than that. I know there is a fleshy enemy waiting for us right around the corner here. Oh, also that enemy. You know what? I don't know when we're going to next see a normal recharge. Let's just hit one of these red batteries. That guy's going to blow himself up. Oh, maybe they're smart enough to get away from it generally. We have definitely seen them cook themselves with those mines before. Terrible shooting. There we go. That's how you do that. Sorry there, buddy. Feels a little disrespectful. May as well spend this stuff while we can, and we know we can do so relatively safely, right? Because it is definitely lower in value than our other ammo. Do I want to mash up his rifle real quick? It's entirely possible that we are done with that mechanic. Like, there might never be another recycler. But I guess, you know, just in case. So that's got us on 18 plus 5. All right, if we can get to 2 full stacks of scrap, then we'll have enough, in theory, for one more mod kit. should we encounter another station, which we might not. Oh, okay. There was a charge station awaiting us, which means we can go to this thing for combat. It's weird that there's just like drugs all over the floor. What is this room? Central chamber. It's hard to even notice when stuff happens in the text at the top of the screen because it's so small. Like, I did not notice the text there in time to actually read it all. But something about a central chamber, it sounds important. Damn it. Ow. Get some free damage here while we can, and then when it gets real, we pull out the real gun. Howdy. Okay, not enough room to take that item that I don't want to take anyway, actually. So there's a lot of stomping around here. I'm assuming that they are attempting to path to me. And they know better than I do whether that's a thing they can actually manage. Seems like maybe no. This room doesn't really have a lot of other entrances. God, our auto mapper is so bad. You have to get so close to things for them to get drawn in. So I guess that's on the lower level, huh? Alright, well. The upper level of this room is simply not very interesting for the moment. Is this the button that's gonna... Not everything, okay. But it is a button that is going to open many things. These things are, not the sharpest tacticians, huh? Kind of embarrassing, actually. Were I Showdown, I would be embarrassed. I think we probably are clear here because I believe every enemy that was down here was aware of us. Oh, maybe not. I was gonna say, as soon as there was a path to us, they all should have come running, but maybe this guy couldn't figure it out. There's at least one more. I don't think I hear any more footsteps. Nope, there's one. Its AI is fully fucked. Boy, I don't agree that that thing should have been able to hit me there. There's one more. Yep, there it is. Gosh, we sure did stockpile a lot of rounds for these things. And I guess, like, this is what all the enemies are dropping as well. Big box of osmium, pretty nice. If we encounter the cargo hold again, the cargo lift rather, I think it probably would be okay to drop our shotgun off. Maybe reconfigure our inventory a little bit. Take the pulse cannon back out. And in addition to that just being good for combat, it will actually free up some space. Alright, where are we at on Scorpion ammo? 484. So we've used, since we started using it again, we've burned about 2/3 of the ammo that we had. Or sorry, about 1/3. About 1/3. That's not too bad, really. Okay, so somewhere there's a laser door that this will turn off. Well, I guess let's get to it. I hate that bright light. Okay, so that thing. Well, this isn't exactly rocket science so far. This will have to face either up or down. Well, sorry, no, it has to be aligned like this, because obviously we can't go down from there. So that has to be true, which means this has to be true. Does this thing... Oh no, sorry. Yeah, I could turn it to the right on this tile. And in fact, I must, because this tile cannot transfer energy from its eastern edge to any useful side. This will have to be aligned upward, which makes this correct. That's going to have to turn that way. There we go. That was a really easy one, actually.
Floor 2 to computer room opened.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that was a really easy one. There were almost no places where you had to negotiate multiple controls on the same squares or anything. The puzzles definitely don't seem... So, like, you're picking a puzzle difficulty at the beginning of the game, right? I kind of assumed that even though we had put on, difficulty 3 puzzles, it would still be the case that there would be lower difficulty puzzles at the beginning and higher difficulty ones later, but I think actually that seems not to be the case. The hell? Huh. That jump scared me. Yeah, for whatever reason, it seems like there is only one difficulty in the puzzles, and they all of them throughout the game are the same. Alright, so we can't make this switch work, but it's fine. We don't need it to. I mean, everything else aside, being able to fly makes the elevators less important. Let's definitely go and recharge here before we go anywhere. And then, I mean, it may as well be this way, since we're over here already. Okay. I should probably use that enemy scanning thing more often. Only using it on Diego is probably misplaying. All of the hallways and chambers in here are super big, which is maybe going to make it a little bit challenging to find the Scully on this one. Cover here is pretty decent. Hold on, this is the wrong ammo, right? Now I have you loaded with the penetrator. Yeah, okay. Not a lot of cameras on this level. Just enough power left to make it awkward to get back to the battery. I probably have 1,000 bullets between the Scorpion and the Mark III. And I'm still very dedicated to ammo conservation. And also boots conservation. With those guys, I'm not even shooting for the head because I think it deals more damage. I'm shooting for the head because I like it when their head pops off. Okay, so another force door. This one we can just turn off. What I haven't really done any of is hacking the robots. I wonder if that's actually useful. You know, if it's if the duration and damage output is worth the energy expenditure. Because it totally might not be. Oh, it fades away after a certain amount of time, I guess. Oh, damn it. You know, if it's costing me health items, it's not really saving me stuff. And I certainly care about my health items a lot more than I care about my bullets. On most floors throughout the game, health items have been a convenience, and health has been infinite. But there was no medical on the last floor, and I bet there'll be no medical here, too, so... Huh. Where did the robot that was down here even go? There it is. But why? Why did it go over here when it was already aware of me? So it seems like the other enemies in this room are mostly behind walls. And all of these things are meant to be approached from the outside of this chamber, which makes it safe enough to go up here and loot this guy. Oh, wow. Never mind. Okay, that turns on all the bridges. That lever on the central pillar might just open all the other doors. Maybe. Let's have a look at what appears to be the munitions room first. This would be a pretty good place for a trap, huh? Okay. Energy efficiency mod kit for a weapon we didn't... Wow. Okay. Take all. That's a lot of those. Well, you know what? Let's go ahead and hit that. And then, what is this? This is 9 Teflon rounds. Let me see real quick if we're going to pick up any more. Ooh. Okay, well that does complicate things. I was going to say I could just throw 9 bullets on the ground. But do we want to maybe just leave these We can throw a bunch of shotgun rounds on the ground. I could just like give up on the shotgun. I don't want to throw my shotgun itself on the ground. But, right, we could dump these two. I think I'm comfortable with that. Throw those two down so that I can carry an extra stack of first aid kits. That feels sensible. Those are frags. Oh, you know what? I didn't look at the grenade. There was a box that had grenades in it. Are these EMPs? So these are gas grenades. I really only care about EMPs. Although I guess, you know, I have frag slots open. Yeah, it doesn't actually cost me anything to pick up 4 extra frag grenades. And they may well be useful. Wait, is there a hallway? Oh. There is a hidden thing that was just drawn on the map right away. The map does kind of give away a lot of the secrets, huh? Oh, well, there's an achievement for finding Scully on every level, so... because we know we've done that right. It didn't do anything, did it? It didn't, like, open up, It doesn't seem like it. Were those there initially? Probably. I probably just walked past them. That is the first one that has had, the first Scully room that's had anything in it aside from the Scully. A little bit of railgun ammo for all of those out there who really love to use a railgun. That Magnum. Let's mash that up. Okay, and that right there is exactly 25 coins. And probably we're gonna not actually get any use out of that scrap, because I bet there's no recycler anywhere. Alright. I'm gonna pull this lever, and we're gonna see if it's a huge error. It looks like that door doesn't even open. I bet this is, in fact, going to open all these. Well, it opened one of them. I guess they open one at a time, probably. Alright, so it seems like we're going to be up against some fleshy enemies for a second here. Which means we can afford to use the shotgun for a minute. Nothing fun in here, huh? Well, this guy's corpse has seen better days. Where does ammo go? Who knows? Alright, this one is going to open up a robot. Oh yeah, well how about some of that? We just take turns firing firing fully automatic weapons at each other until one of us dies. This one was guarding the wiring panel for a force door. Interesting. Okay, so that has to run through there. Okay, all of this stuff is guaranteed to be correct. Do you mind? There's no way this thing can turn left, so it must turn right here and go down because this thing has no entrances or exits. Ooh, interesting. Okay, there we go. So we have a nice long path here that runs. This part could be wrong. It might be the case that this is supposed to go upward. We can start building from this side a little bit now. So this can't run into that because, yeah, the feed straight through here breaks because there's no There's no feeds on that thing, so... Does anything else control? No, nothing else does control that. Interesting. So this has to be in either this position. Yeah, it has to be this position or this position, because the two straight lines have to be in these orientations. Those all run straight, and that is the puzzle. This one at least had a couple of places where it was like
to computer room
a little
opened.
tricky, or at least, you know, potentially complicated. They were trying. With that puzzle, I felt like they were trying. All right. Feels like we're making some good progress here. It also feels to me like, and I really shouldn't say stuff like this because I would have said this about the last floor as well, and that definitely turned out to be fake. It turned out to be false, rather. It doesn't feel to me like this floor is all that big. I guess we shall see. Hold on, let me just walk through this hallway so that the auto mapper draws in, because again, the auto mapper is very finicky. I do think it's pretty cool. As much as I have problems with the skates, because needing to go in perfectly straight lines for long periods of time isn't all that common, I do think it's pretty rad how you can ramp off of stuff with all the speed they give you. All right, there is probably a bunch more to explore here on the bridge. The final level, according to our media tab. But I think between all the shenanigans we got up to today, we are a little bit out of time. That is going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, we are maybe coming face to face with Shodan. It totally could happen. And we'll see you then.